Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Hookers TV. Today I just want to make a quick video on a quick tip on what to do to your reels when you go to store them for the wintertime. What are you doing? What are you doing? The thing you can do is loosen all the drags on your reels. So just loosen them all the way down until there ain't nothing left. You can just pull it right out. And that really helps increase the life and the longevity of your reels. What are you looking at? Let's just do that to everyone, and what that does is it releases all the tension and the drag. That way, during the winter, all the pressure doesn't build up into the reel and create a spot in the reel gear and the bearings. Just do that to every one of them. I still have all my lures tied on from that fall tournament that I did a video on. And I'm not cutting them off yet. When I change all the line, I'm gonna do that all at once. The forums I've read, there's a lot of people that say that they loosen their drag after every time they go fishing to further prevent anything bad happening to your reel and increasing the life of the reel. I personally do not do that. I don't think you have to, but what that does is it teaches you to get used to setting the reel every time, or setting the drag on the reel every time you go fishing. So, like on top water, for example, how you always want it to be tighter so there's no line stretch when you set the hook. If you were using that for jigging, for example, if you're using that heavy rod for jigging, your drag's going to be a lot looser than if you're using it for top water this time, and you might miss a fish because the drag's too loose. So that just prevents that. So one thing I like to do is just condition the line. If you plan on using some fluorocarbon or even braid, if you plan on using line in the next season, which I suggest you change your line, but if you can't afford that or whatever because it can't get expensive, condition your line before you go put it away and store it. Just make sure it dries so it doesn't freeze on the line. What I use is Kevin Van Dam's Line and Lure conditioner. I've watched a couple videos on conditioner and they've said that this is the best one. And I've also used Real Magic before, and I really like Real Magic. Either one's good. I picked this up at Fin Feather and Fur, and I'm sure you can find it at any other sports outfitter store. I have for storing these rods is that make sure they aren't bent when you go to store them. Like this one, this is a 7'6" rod, but it's standing up straight and down. There's no bend in it like that, because you don't want the cold to affect it. I mean, I live in the north, so it's really cold here, but you don't want it to put memory in the rod or another bend or just have the cold affect it. And I picked up one of these rod carrying kits that has 5 slots for a rod, and I put one of those concrete form tubes in it. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take my 5 best rods and just hook them into there so that there's no bend, and I'm just gonna stand them up in the corner here. That just keeps the rods tangle free, bend free, and you can see that I protect almost every one of my rods with rod gloves. I say almost because I had them on all my rods and then I lost some of them. For example, one's on Route 11 towards the Ohio River, and one's at the bottom of the lake, or 2 are at the bottom of the lake on Chautauqua, so I've not had the best luck with keeping them, but I do love to put them on my rods. As a co-angler, As someone who travels a lot, puts their rods in their car, they're great to just bind up, keep your rods organized. So I would definitely go check them out. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching another episode of Hookers TV. I'm gonna have a couple more videos coming soon, so just stay tuned. I know this weekend I will be posting my grandparents' 50th wedding anniversary. I've been working on this video for quite some time, and it's their Christmas present from me to them. So I hope you guys enjoy that. It's a little bit longer video, but it's definitely worth it. All right, thanks. Have a good one.